And we'll get going with Sean Reynolds from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Sean.
Hi, Paul. Blake had just said, when asked about getting the offense going, had talked about it being a dangerous game, talking about getting the offense going when the focus right now is on building a defensive game. How do you find that balance when it looks like you're not able to get one while focusing on the other at the moment?
Well, we got to get that defensive game right. We have absolutely no chance of beating the two teams that we'll face. You know, we've working hard on not giving things up off the rush, and we've made a real good improvement in that. I'm not expecting our offensive game to light up and explode. It's just a function of what we got here. So give us our best chance to win. We got world-class goaltending, and we have guys that can skate up front and they can get pucks to the net. And we got to make sure we eliminate what we hand the other team.
We'll go next to Scott Billick from the Winnipeg Sun. Go ahead, Scott.
Thanks, Gregor. Hey, Paul. Blake referenced a couple times that he liked the effort in the game, called it pretty good. Is pretty good enough at this point?
Well, pretty good wasn't tonight. What was lacking in the game, and I understood it, was some emotion. So they worked hard, they worked smart. We didn't, in a lot of ways, didn't cheat the game. We didn't move the puck particularly well. Probably the end zones of the rink where they came up with more pucks in their end than we did in ours, or when we came up with them, we didn't get too many clean outs. That would be the difference in the game. And usually there's a certain physicality that goes to that. And, so we had just come off really emotional game and emotional stretch. And they worked hard in practice yesterday, but it was quiet. I mean, they just worked hard, right? And they kind of came out tonight. We worked hard, but there wasn't a whole lot. I thought the crowd was really quiet tonight, and I thought that we looked like a team that just broke a 7-game streak and qualified for the playoffs and beat the team that knocked us out of the playoffs last year. And we spent a lot in that game, and there wasn't a whole lot of emotion. And the hard work was there, the effort was there, but the emotion was hard to find.
We'll go next to Mike McIntyre from the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Mike.
And so, Paul, just to pick up what you were saying there, I mean, progress isn't always a straight line, right? And so would you look at tonight then not necessarily a step back from your last game in any way, shape, or form?
No, and I don't. We're still right where we need to be in terms of most slot shots and what we're giving up on the rush, which is the killer for you in the playoffs. And it's going to be the killer or our chance when we play. We're either getting, an elite forward unit in Toronto, or we're getting the two elite scorers in the world. That's who we're getting. And if you look at the challenges that those teams have posed, it's directly off the rush for the most part. They've been really strong against us, and they're going to get their chances. We just can't have that number get to anything that looked like in our last games against them. So we were better with that. Ottawa's, been a real good rush team against a lot of teams. They stretch. They got lots of skill up front, and they've got lots of now they got puck movers on their back end. So with the emotion of the game, you'd be looking to see a lot more physical game from us against them. So the things that we're asking them to do to be sharp on, we have been. The offensive part of our game is clearly lacking in that, but we're not outscoring these two teams and expecting to beat them in a playoff round. We got to get this part right.
We'll go next to Ken Weeb from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Paul, what's going through your mind when Connor Hellebuyck has to be looked at there? And was it just a matter of he jammed his finger between the post? Or?
So he got zero room on that one. If it was anything we were worried about, he'd have been out of the net, even though there was short time on the clock. So, that's the danger playing right now. Every team's, shifts are short, trying to get off the ice. It's part of the game that I think you saw tonight. There wasn't a lot of physicality in that game from either team, and that's the time of year nobody wants to see their number one goalie go down. That's for sure.
We'll go next to Murat Atesh from The Athletic. Go ahead, Murat.
Thanks, Gregor. Hi, Paul. Just following up on the rush chances against, I might not have this right. Maybe some of it came on the power play early, but I feel like you saw Ville Heinola against odd man rushes early and late when you were chasing the game as well. So I'm wondering how you thought he did handling that and the rest of his night.
Yeah, he was fine. He's a good young defenseman, and he can move the puck. And I think he was fine in his game tonight.
We'll go next to Sean Reynolds from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Sean.
Paul, Blake had also said what he thinks it's going to take to get the offense going is maybe some crash the crease, dirty goals. Who are the players you look to do that?
Yeah, all of them. I mean, that's where this game is going, right? We've seen, all of us have seen an awful lot of playoff hockey, and the pucks get put to the net and the team willing to spend as much time as they can net front and win it, right? It's not just a matter about being there. There's scrums to the puck. We had some chances, not a lot, but some chances to get our puck or stick on the puck around the net, and we got to find a way to get those. But generating, we got the puck from the goal line to the blue line enough times tonight. We got to get that puck from the blue line to the net. We've got it, or like they did, it's shot tip, right? So their 2 goals came from their blue line, putting the puck and finding shot tips, and that's where we've got to find a place to go.
Thanks very much, Coach.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.